Here it is, man. We live, bro. Wilson Mills, Million Views Podcast presents Conversations with Mills. I got a legend in the making on, you know what I'm saying, on the set today with me. Mr. Paco Troxclair. How you doing, sir?
I'm great, fam. What's up, Mills, man? How you, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, bro. Blessed, bro. Blessed, dog. I've been looking forward to getting this one in, bro. Like I say, bro, Big Beans put me on your music a long time ago, bro. Shout out to Big Beans. Put me on that Duffy, you know what I'm saying? Duffy and that Pop Beans. Of course, that was his favorite song.
Yeah.
Because he get to hear beans over and over and over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
definitely.
On a serious note, brother, how you been, fam? What's been going on with you?
Man, I'm great, man. I'm good. Everything well, man. Working hard, man. Inspired. I'm just getting it on, man, in every way. How about you?
Always got that positive energy, big smile going and things like that, bro. When I finally got a chance to meet you, though, like I said, I call you a legend in the making because you have all the traits, you know what I'm saying, of a legend, though. You have humility, though. You have the work ethic, you know what I'm saying. You're very talented. You feel what I'm saying? And you have this other side that we about to get off into is that positive narrative that you push, and I see that you have people skills. You feel what I'm saying? I see that you love people. You feel what I'm saying? And that's big, especially in the climate that we living in. That's why the first topic we gonna get off into is Africa, though. Like, first of all, let me back up a little bit. We had you on the show before.
Yeah.
You allowed us, though, and you know what I'm saying, for premiering your I say promoting your single. You didn't premiere your single on Main Views Podcast. We promoted your single, you know what I'm saying? Quiet is Kept, featuring Miss CC Ruffin, you know what I'm saying? That's another one of my jams from you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you bring that positive energy, and you got that storytelling thing incorporated in it. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get to the music in a little bit because I want to get your opinion on music. You know what I'm saying? Africa, bro. How was that, dog? Like, talk to me about Africa, fam, man. How that even came about?
Man, I'm gonna just take you back, man. First of all, what you were saying, man, you said a lot of stuff that I found interesting that I could talk about, but it's a lot to unpack. But I want to start with man, I was with CC Ruffin and a friend, and we were talking about she was like, man, you don't want to go on no trips and nothing like that. And if one day I'm a workaholic, man. I like to get it in. Like I work hard, so
thanks.
I'm like, man, if I go on a trip, they got to be something like Africa. And I gotta call that text like shortly after that, like getting invited to do a show in Africa, and I was like, man, I just talked about that, you know. So it's just like one of the things, like, man, it was just the opportunity that I wanted came my way. It's one of them times you're like, damn, I was talking about that, and I got a chance to do it. You know, that was crazy.
So basically, it manifested itself.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. How often does that even happen with you?
It happened a good bit. You know, it's something you wish for, or you thinking about, or you got on your mind, whether it's a song or opportunity.
Say, bro, you might think I'm stunning, right?
Yeah.
But you was one of the people I was like, man, I'm definitely gonna have to connect with homie. And like when I started doing this podcast thing, because this wasn't always me. Like I'm now people, I always did people, but I'm talking about these cameras, you know what I'm saying, being vulnerable, exposing myself, like, you know, this is a form of entertainment too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the critique can come with it, you know what I'm saying? The competition that everybody say, oh, I'm not competing with nobody, but even if you're competing with yourself, you feel what I'm saying? It's a competitive level to it. You see other people, you know, moving, surpassing you. You know what I'm saying? You see other people going through their highs and lows. The whole, like, you see a lot of shit with this. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lot different for me. But you was one of them people I was like, yeah, man, like when I get a chance to link with dude, I ain't gonna just interview him and tell him how much of a fan I was and nothing like that. I'm gonna lock in because I have a mission attached to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm doing, let me rephrase. What I'm doing is attached to a mission.
Man, that's real. And I appreciate you, man. Like, you know, just to connect with you, man. Like it's just genuine, and to hear how you felt about some of the stuff I was doing, because you, like you say, when you're creative, you don't know where that end up. Like, you know, all this stuff just comes from in your mind, and you just work on it, and you just doing something you love to do, or that you passionate about, or you fighting for something and you doing it And as people start to like take to it, you're like, man, that, you know, it's dope that an idea in my mind could you know, spark interest in you, and we connect on that.
Facts. And that's the beauty of music, because through your music I was able to connect with Paco.
Yeah, that's real. That's
You know,
real, Mills.
a little bit further into Africa, right? So what country did you visit while you was there?
Yeah, I was in Ghana.
You stayed in the whole time you was there?
Yeah. Yep.
I saw you performing. It looked like that was a club scene. You was
it had a festival there.
A festival. Okay, all right.
Man, and speaking of Ghana, and I'm glad we go there, man, because the highlight of the whole night I was there, man, is I was like the four artists on the set, and I'm in Africa. You don't know what they might like to hear. You don't know, you know, what they are interested in hearing musically, and I'm just, you know, I'm thinking about trying to appease the audience with songs I can run that people may take to. Right. Man, I'm just like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna do Duffy. When I did Duffy in Africa, it went so crazy out there that it took over the whole night. So we ended up doing that one song for over an hour, just renditions of the song. I couldn't believe, you know, like,
Fakes.
When I made that song, you never thought that. I never knew who would connect to it, but when I saw, wait, man, everybody loved this thing. It ain't just like no particular person. It could be an old lady, a little kid, everybody. And I'm like, man, this Duffy thing just.
And that's one of them. That's when you know you have a hit for sure.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the only way it's solidified as a hit. I was just talking to somebody about that. Like, if your grandmother and your niece could jam to it, it's a hit.
Yeah, that's big.
You feel what I'm saying? You touch generations with that Duffy, because like, when you know the beat, of course, you know what I'm saying, always catch you. But when you really listen to the lyrics and how you basically taking people through the progression of it, you know what I'm saying, they could really see it. And Going Duffy wasn't about no ignorance.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's when you read that title, Going Duffy, nigga from New Orleans, you thinking, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When they really take you on a totally different ride, bro. And that's what we appreciate as fans of Paco. Like, that's what we appreciate about your music, man.
Yeah.
Real
man,
tough.
I appreciate that. That's a big thing you just said. It wasn't about that. You know, it wasn't when we made it. I made it with 4-Pack Fest, who was family to me, and he made a lot of big music, like Gotta Be Real, and we can go into a lot of music he made. But when I got there, man, I was trying to do something that brought some new life to both of us, because he was getting back into music, and I was just hungry, and I kind of had a great feeling that day, man, and that energy made that song. You know, it's a good.
You went Duffy on that bitch.
Yeah, real. Yeah, it was real shit.
So like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
As soon as I got in there, man, when you that excited in the day, and you that inspired, and you just don't know what could happen from it, you know. And that happened that day. I'm like, damn, I was having such a good day that day, and I couldn't wait to get there. And that happened.
You used that word inspired, right?
Yeah.
What inspired Paco to do music? I mean, us being from New Orleans, right? Like, you know, that might be almost a crazy question from some people from the outside looking in. But what was it that connected Paco to music? We all done dabbled in this shit. I rapped for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But what kept Paco, you know what I'm saying? What locked you into where you knew, okay, this is what I'm about to marry. Like, this is Paco. Like, this is the completion of me. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't for everybody, but some people are born to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things that made me do it, right? But like at the beginning, I remember just being in a project that was a rapper named Big Mo, and I remember him like kind of rapping in a cold way, and that was Nut, who in the Duffy video, and at that time they had a lot of momentum, and it felt like they were about to do something. But I remember in the project them kind of being in a cold way, and people being outside. It was exciting. And Big Mo would rap, but it was kind of some street shit, but it was some thoughtful shit. Like he had a song like, "What would this world be like?" Just like, you know, so it was a mix of it. But you seeing what they doing. I'm watching. I'm seeing them rap on the stage. I guess that's the start of it. But you know, over time, I mean, everybody rap, but
I guess the better question is, what keep you inspired to keep doing what you're doing?
It's moment to moment. I get inspired by different things. You know, the time I made Duffy, you know, I had me and Greatness had a run together. That was my brother, and
rest in peace. You talking about Young Greatness?
Yeah, rest in peace, Young Greatness.
Rest in peace, Young Greatness for sure.
Greatness, my brother. We had like a sibling rivalry, man, and when we stopped being locked in musically, I was trying to like do my own thing. So was he, and a part of it was the competitive nature of that made me make Duffy too. Just trying to like show him like I'm gonna do my shit too, like
right.
You know, so just moment by moment, but it's something I always loved. Like I just loved it naturally, but different things pull it out of you, and every day is just a different thing. Like for when I made Quiet as Kept, it was like you realize, and I'm probably jumping ahead. I think
you're jumping a little bit ahead, but go ahead, speak your thoughts, fam.
You just recognize like, okay, I know that most music today, most books today are made by people who want to make money from it.
Right.
It's not like you making music because you want to make the best music or the best songs. It's like, it's the intention like, I'm gonna try to do a song to make some money. It's not like you trying to making some music that got them like bumping it all day. It's like, it's not about the music. So excuse me. Just different things inspire different songs or whatever.
Okay. Well, since we're on the songs right now, I'm gonna throw a couple of your songs at you, and you could just tell me, you know, what either inspired the song or where you was at with it when you performed it. We talked about Duffy. Where you from? 2017. That's a compilation.
Yeah.
Where we from? You had about 4 tracks on that one, huh?
I think it's a little bit more. It's probably like 7, 8 on that.
7 or 8? Oh, all right.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I skimmed through it last night when I told you I was on it. I skimmed through a couple of them last night. How did that come about? And KLC was involved with that one?
KL was there, but KL didn't produce the songs.
Okay.
But that was during the time when I was it was on the heels of Duffy. I felt like I had waited way too long to drop, but I eventually just dropped that project. You know, people took to it, so it was more so. People loved Duffy. I could name the number of people who were playing it. I was like, man. So I had to come with something to like put out. So that was really what that was about. I done them songs in about a month, and I put that out.
Okay, so that was just basically Duffy put that pressure on you.
Oh yeah, it did.
As a creator, you feel what I'm saying?
It did.
Because it's never no pressure. You feel what I'm saying? As far as you doing what you do, but when you drop a hit, you feel what I'm saying? That put a little pressure on you to come with some more, a follow up. I get what you're saying, dog.
Which I would do a lot of things differently, with things I know now, obviously. But at the time, I dropped where we from. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me get back into this question right quick while we on music and where it is today. Like how does Paco see, you know what I'm saying, the music industry and where it is today? And then I'm gonna throw some of these top rapper lists at you. You know what I'm saying? And see what you think about that.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think it's not really people making music. It's people figuring out what I can do to get the most attention. So it's not like I'm going to make the best song. I'm going to make a song and it'll be like, you know, she ate my dick in the marrow is how I start the line now, the song off. Just for the attention. It's not like I'm trying to make a good song. So I think people more so just trying to do stuff for attention. And because of that, some of the music ain't going to hit the same, you know.
So you're saying basically like the necessity for followers and likes and this and that then kind of took away from the substance of the music.
Yes, because they're making it for a different intention. They're not making it to be the best at making music. They're making it to get the most eyes. Okay,
now let's kind of aim it at us at hip hop or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And this kind of come from you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you credit on this one. I know you take this seriously. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm definitely
Yeah.
giving you credit on this topic and everything, because like, you know, you really standing on that. Rapper social responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? First of
Yeah.
all, do rappers have a social responsibility? And if so, which we both do, we agree on that they do. What are those responsibilities? You know what I'm saying? It's easy for us to just say it, you know what I'm saying? But what are those responsibilities?
I'm gonna say I don't think rappers have social responsibility. I think the rappers I like do.
Break that down.
Okay, this is controversial, but I'm gonna keep it all the way.
Hey man, fuck
I
it.
don't think nobody's have any accountability to you. I don't think you can hold anybody accountable to anything.
You saying as an individual?
Yeah.
Fact.
I can't hold you accountable. I don't pay your bills. I don't take care of you. I have no account. I can't hold you accountable for nothing. I think what I can do is play the music of the artists I appreciate. I can't make everybody what I would want them to be, but I can say, you know what? I prefer to play somebody who I connect with more. That might not be my cup of tea. I don't think you can't make somebody a role model. They're not even qualified to be role models.
Some not right.
Yeah, most of them not. Like most people not qualified to lead people or kids. They didn't even sign up for that.
Right.
Them dudes went in the studio and got hired.
That's a good point, dog, because like everybody don't sign up to be the general manager of Walmart. Some people come there, you know what I'm saying? I'm the dude at night that wax the floors or whatever. I get paid my little 19 or whatever, and I go home. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody don't want to be the, you know, so like you say, the rappers that claim a certain creed or the like you say, the ones that you're tuned into, tapped in with, that's what you expect a certain standard from them.
Yes. And they kind of make their claim to it. They're about that. But if you just do that went to a session, there's no qualifications that make you suited to show kids how to do stuff, how to live, how to treat people, how to act, how to behave. You ain't signed up for that. We shouldn't expect the artist to be the leader of kids. You know, I don't think that's misdirecting kids to look to them to do something they're just not fit for. It's not what they are. And I mean, most rappers, especially now, came from the most fucked up situations.
I mean, to keep it frank, that's true.
Yeah, like
that's actually true.
Yeah, like if you think about, I gotta watch how I say this. If you think about like whoever was the most extreme artist of that year who came out, you pretty certain he ain't come from no fucking 2-parent background with options and opportunity and guidance, and like that for sure. That's literally why you see him as you see him, because that he's the most extreme. Most of the artists that come out that does have a run in a year span, it's like the most extreme. So he kind of fucked up himself.
Right. Man, the craziest thing that I see with this whole thing is they sit these cats down, right?
Yeah.
They know everything about them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You wouldn't give a dude, you wouldn't loan a nigga $100 without a little background information. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So imagine, because most of these deals are just loans.
Yes.
In the first place.
Yeah.
So if somebody about to loan you a few $1 million, you feel what I'm saying? You don't think they know what's going on with you? And probably a couple of people in your family?
Yeah, that's completely true.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think that they actually aim for these cats.
They do. They do.
Like how many like how many meetings you done been in, bro, where they was like, well, man, you don't want to come like this here? How many times? I don't want you to single nobody out of nothing like, but how many times you done been through that, bro?
Man, I've been hearing that forever, man. I've been hearing that since I was a teenager, man. I've been hearing it's always a push to kind of make you a little bit of something different than you are.
And you from New Orleans, so you already know.
Yeah. And I'm stubborn, man. I'd be like, man, nope, I'm not. That's nope. I'm gonna do what I feel. But
has that hurt or helped you?
that's a great question, Mills. You know,
That's what I'm here for,
the
bro.
story I tell myself is it helped me because I wouldn't.
You said a story that you tell yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, break that
It,
down. What
it
you
could
mean?
go either way, right? It depends on how you look at it, right?
Okay.
Could I have made more money? Maybe could have made some money, but you know, I'm straight. So it's like, you know, it's hard to say, but I will say, is at the end of your life, man, you're gonna look at it like, did I do what I needed to do? Did I do what I felt I could have impact doing? Like if I listened to what you told me to do, then what was the point of me being around? I'm gonna regret that shit when I get old. I'll be like, somebody tell me how to be me. Like literally. So I'm going with, no, I did the right thing.
All right, let's move right along.
To the story I tell myself.
I mean, that's what you said. I wanted to hear what that meant.
Because you know, who knows? I could have made something, and I could have, you know, picked up some money probably, or some, you know, some different money. Who knows?
But different money leads to different doors and windows, and
it could.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I like the way you keeping it, fam, because okay, people like yourself.
Yeah.
And when we name this list, you're gonna understand what I mean.
Yeah.
People like yourself always make it. It's a matter of when.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, you have all the ingredients of greatness. You have all the ingredients of a legend, you know what I'm saying, in the making. Yeah. So you just got to keep beating that pavement. You took the stairs.
I did.
Like you ain't sell out, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better term. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. The top 5 that they have, you know, and this is from several sources, but they pretty much got the same top 5, you know what I'm saying, pretty much in the same order. So I just ran with this one, right? Travis Scott, J. Cole, 21 Savage, Kendrick Lamar, and Drake. And like I said, not in no particular order because that's from several different sources. Yeah. But I guess I never really got all the way into dude, but the only one I really don't really see like that is 21. Travis Scott, I can see the numbers and, you know what I'm saying, the popularity. You feel what I'm saying? I must be sleep on 21. No disrespect, homie. None of that. I'm just saying, like, I never really got with that one.
Nah, I'm with you. I'm saying this, Mills. I like to keep it G. I like the truth, man. So I'm glad you said I'm gonna keep it all the way with you.
Running.
When I heard your list, you told me, I felt the same way. I was like, no fucking way 21's on that list. No fucking way. There's no way possible.
And that's top 5 in rap and hip hop, bro.
No, sir. No way. But I'm gonna say this. The climate we're in speaks to attention economy. And he's been able to put himself in a mix of, you know, what's happening. And he's been able to, you know, whether it's networking and whatever, but from a standpoint of just music itself, there's no way. There's no way.
And that's another thing. And like, I guess this is all a part of my job, me being in media and stuff like that too, right? Because we, you know, opinions is opinions, right? So I guess my opinion might count to certain people. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't get. It's the 50th anniversary of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't just set at least this year aside, you know what I'm saying, to like really focus in on real hip hop. And like I said, I'm not knocking nobody because my son rap. You feel what I'm saying? So like I'm not knocking it. I understand the young generation. And he a little bit more cerebral than some of his music been displaying lately. You know what I'm saying? I tell that to him myself, but that's me as a father.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just don't get some of it, bro. Like I might be too old school or whatever.
People often, I hear a lot of people, you know, I'm cool with a lot of older dudes. I don't really like have a lot of friends that's younger than me. All my friends older, so people often say what you just said, but I think the truth is like not just music, Mills, like not just the music is not as good and not as thoughtful. Books ain't either. Because they're
making content in general.
Yeah, because they're making books even with the intention of selling and making money. So you crack a new book open, you're like, this ain't what I know it could be.
Right.
But it goes back to intentions. They're not trying to make the best book to give you the best,
Trying to
content
go
or the
viral
best
and hit a lick.
story. They're trying to hit a lick. So everything is like trying to get some paper from it, and it takes the quality of stuff down, because the music you hear on radio is the music with the most money behind it.
Correct.
So it's just a lick. It's not like
I told somebody, like, million views podcast, $1 million worth of game, like, but I'm telling them they probably took out $1 million behind this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you like, share, and subscribe a little bit more often, drop something in the bucket, if that's what you choose to do by supporting, buy a hoodie, buy a beanie, you feel what I'm saying? It's about support. It's about what's behind the situation.
Yes.
Now, could I chase more controversial content? Hell yeah. Could have been went viral. But that's not what I'm looking for. You feel what I'm saying? And
that's where it's at.
Controversy is where, shout out to Otis LaSalle, bro. We talked about this yesterday, right? Yeah. But I was telling him, like, at what cost? Man, look at all these bloggers and interviewers and podcasts and so on and so forth, media personalities, period, that's intertwined in all these dudes' cases and this, that, and the third, because they didn't have enough integrity to be like, look, we go delete that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go go ahead and get rid of that. But because that's that clickbait, because that's gonna be that million views, that's gonna be that, you feel what I'm saying, that nice check at the end of the month for them, they not tripping.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This dude, like you say, ignorant because he come from certain circumstances. So when you ask him these questions, he gonna answer that shit because this is what he knows to do.
And it's what y'all want.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's what y'all want, yeah.
I'm not on that, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to think about that. I didn't sat in the ball. I didn't sat behind bars before.
Yeah.
I done been told on before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's different for me, brother. Like I ain't on that.
I'm more like you though. I'm more like you. I'm more of integrity. I'm more like, I don't.
That's your music.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff for attention, but at what cost, like you said, what will we be giving up for it? So.
All right, we went in on 21 Savage, dog. But
man, I don't want to all his success. I just want to be honest, man.
Facts. So, who are the rappers that you do feel like carry the culture the correct way? Outside of yourself, of course.
Man, I don't want to say the correct way. I'm just gonna say what I think of as like what I tend to. I see something in, and I can see different stuff in different artists. Like I can see, I like you named. I'm gonna just say I like Gunna. I feel like he brings some style. He brings some flair to music. He brings some vibes for sure. I like Gunna. I think that. I like Key Glock. I like Key Glock. I think he brings some hunger, some aggression, some ambition.
Yeah, Key Glock different. He different.
Yeah, I'm a big Dolph fan. That's one of my favorites. So I play Key Glock. I like him a lot. And I tend to try to find like people who are not like the ones that the people are gonna just name, like they gonna name them 5 that we named before.
Yeah, that's easy. Like you say, that's that popularity.
Yeah, I like A$AP Rocky though. I think not even just the rapping, but he just he got a lot of confidence. He talk a lot of shit. He bring a lot of culture to it.
Yeah,
I like the shit he do. I think that should be dope. I'm gonna speak to J. Cole. I think I'm gonna say J. Cole because
I fuck with J. Cole.
Yeah, I'm gonna say him too because like not only like is he just good, but you see him work on still being hungry and doing it and trying and just working at the craft.
Thanks.
You can hear, you can see it, just the level of work he putting into it. So I gotta go with him. And
I mean, to everybody credit on that list, I will say this. The music is quality.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like they performing quality music.
Yeah.
But like you said, like what exactly is it feeding, and what is it? What's the narrative behind it? You feel what I'm saying? That's what lines get kind of blurred at. And I'm not even just talking about on no positivity type of shit. Because even the streets need to be fed something, though. Because if I'm out here, like you say, I'm out here under some circumstantial type of shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Let me put this comment up there. I'm out here on some circumstantial type of shit. So I do need some game as to how to maneuver not only through this, but out of this shit.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Some of the music really steering us to stay in it.
No, I agree with that.
And that's the part I really don't agree with. Like I be on my son ass about it because like a lot of people look at him, you know, college kid, you know, his mom, you know, did well by him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he had it on both sides. And they'll think he fronting, but that don't take away from what this young man had to grow up witnessing, with his dad being in the streets, with his mama being a single mother, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So like he really be speaking his own little truth, you know what I'm saying? And like anybody else, he put a little entertainment on it too. But I tell him, like, keep that fine line of your intellect in it. And he be like, what you mean? What you mean? Your intellect should tell you, yeah, I'm gonna speak on what I saw, but now I'm gonna speak on the maneuvering out of it, the way I stayed away from it. And that's what another youngster, he gonna be vibing with you on that other shit, but then he gonna catch that jewel too. Yeah. And he gonna be able to relate to that. Damn, I'm not the only person that really feel like this shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and now he can walk with you a little further. You feel what I'm saying? That's where I be at with it. I can't ever look down on nobody for speaking what we seeing out here, because that's what we seeing out here.
You are right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. He said because J. Cole's rap like he's still trying to get on and get better, and that's facts. J. Cole is somebody.
Shout out to Otis Williams, man.
Man. That's Otis LaSalle, man. That's Metairie Marv. You feel what I'm saying? I need to connect. I need to connect y'all two, fam. Don't let me forget. You don't let me forget, for real though. I need to connect y'all because, brother, spiritually on a totally different. You feel what I'm saying? And he chooses to not compromise musically.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about for years. Him and his twin brother, they've been rapping for years. But I seen his shit go from the type of skills he have. Yep. If he was to allow somebody to dress him up to something else, he would have been a millionaire by now. You feel what I'm saying? But he have integrity, he have spirituality, and he got some kids and stuff that he put first. And like a dope dude, bro. Like I said, I want y'all to the link. We ain't gonna stay too long.
I like what you're saying about it. I respect.
Real talk. So J.
I get
Cole,
what you're saying.
You said go ahead.
I get what you're saying. You were saying that you want somebody who actually talk about, some of the stuff of maneuvering through what we go through. Like my daddy from here. My daddy was killed in '94 when the shit was bad.
Man. So
like, I'm like your son. My mom was a single parent. We I grew up with my grandma a lot and cousins and whatnot. But I went to college too, and I think you're right, man. You could speak to somebody could speak more to that. And that's opportunity right there, maybe.
Thanks.
Because nobody's covering that ground, and I'm not convinced that anybody's doing it that we really buy into anyway.
Right.
That's
another, and I tell him, bro, that's the even bigger responsibility of it all, because he could really spit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, like I say, everybody can't be what you want them to be. Everybody can't reach outside of self like that. Like I say, he just be talking what his life is. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't argue with him about that. I just be challenging him to take it that step further. Like your imagination is really the destination. I had a coach used to tell me that shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I need you to see this shit on Monday. We playing Friday. I need you to see it Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know by the time we have our last practice on this Wednesday, we go.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So like incorporate everything with sports, what I be doing, because that's where I spent the most of my time. Like as far as creating, I look at sports as creativity. That's entertainment.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. But moving past that and me, you feel what I'm saying? Entertainment itself, though, this shit changing, right? So the rise of streaming services, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you would have thrived more. I know a rapper like you would have thrived more in the analog, in the hard copy era. You feel what I'm saying?
From a financial standpoint, probably so.
You dig? And that's what I
Yeah.
meant to say from a financial standpoint. Not to say that you're not thriving, not at all, for sure. But what's the upsides of this digital world that we in? Like, you know, because you was right on the borderline of the two, right?
Yeah. I think
As
there is
far
an
as your start,
upside.
I meant to say, you know.
Yeah. The upside is when you go somewhere, they could look your song up instantly.
Right.
So
Instant
like
visibility.
if you out of town and you like I was in Africa, they still can go and listen to them. They go back home and they call, they could go listen to it. That's the upside to it. And the other upside to it is you can hustle other things if you're able to get that notice. You can create new hustles and new ways of making money, but the music itself may not be. The music may be the advertisement to sell other things. If if you can hustle smart enough to figure that out, I think
Right.
you got no choice but to play the game how it go. I think we get people complain about it, but it's like that ain't gonna move. Do nothing. We gotta just try to figure out a way to take advantage of what it is.
That's the meeting I had with somebody the other day, right?
Yeah.
They were like, it's gonna be a short one, Sam. I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, just gotta get out your way. Like, what you mean? Like, man, you gotta play the whole game.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, you ain't gonna like all of it, but if you play the whole game, you'll get enough out of the game to be able to change your situation.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? Yep. And I kind of got sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? 2023 was a hell of a year.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that, dog. But the streaming thing, one more thing about the streaming thing. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without this streaming world.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I take that back. It wouldn't be as easy for me to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I basically just had to get, you know, a camera, this, that, and LLC and you know, copyright this, that, and the third. But years ago, that would have took.
Yeah, it took a lot.
You feel what I'm saying? You'd have had to have damn near a full production studio. You'd have had this, had to have this, had to have that. Go get these licenses. Like, you know, it just wasn't available for us to be on this platform right now and get directly to Paco.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of it for people in my position and in yours, because like you don't have to wait on nobody else to, you know, I tell artists this all the time, like, man, I don't care if you're trying to announce your mama's birthday, just hit me up. Yeah. Especially if you know, especially if we could do it remotely or whatever, that gives you a platform to do that. You know, just like Instagram, so on and so forth. But the more we tap into each other, like we streaming on 4 or 5 different platforms right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's just more visibility for Paco. That's you know, like I said, a few people. I only got a few people, bro. But that's a few more people.
That's real. I like what you're saying, and that's an optimistic way to look at things. And also, you're just taking the offense because you're taking offense, and I think you got to play offense. You can't be.
You definitely got to play offense for sure.
You can't be sitting around saying, you know, what if, man? If I could just do this, it's like that ain't the world we in, man. That's just a wasted conversation. It's like. I'll be joking with my friends, man, my partners, man. I'll be saying, you know, like a nigga have a nigga like niggas rap off and they'll say, I'm smashing his baby mama. I like, and I'm just random shit. Like, niggas, I'm smashing his baby mama. I like, Manny Fresh said the song, your wife is my baby mama.
Right.
It's like, it's like both of them on the opposite end of that, but found positive things to find in it. But I just said that to say, you got to just play offense, man. You got to look at it. Whatever you dealing with is favorable. You got to look at the positives in it. Yeah, whatever.
It's all working in your favor.
You got to look at it like that.
That's the way the Most High fix it, though, dog. Speaking of fastest growing industries, right? The fastest growing industry might be the video gaming industry, dog. Like shout out to T Grizzly, you know what I'm saying, and people like that saw that wave happening and jumped on that, you know what I'm saying, at the very beginning. That was another one that I let get by me. Like shout out to Pint 2 times. I told him and his partners, like, bro, we can add a couple of more TVs to the studio. Y'all take that. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually fuck with the video game. I don't play video games and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I had the facility. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, they let that one pass by. It's still never too late, though. They say by 2027, bro, that'll be a $473 billion industry within the next 3 years. Might start playing some video games.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? We might need to get together, dog. Start as a Call of Duty team or some shit like that. I don't even know how that go, but shit.
It's so funny, man, because people always say, you know, I had to put down the video game to get to it. It's like, nope, pick the video game up.
Like that's just a testament of the intellectual level of people, like just humans in general, dog. Like people done turn sports, like people done turn shit out of like jumping off a trampoline in their backyard, you know what I'm saying, into a sport.
Yeah.
And getting paid, like, you know what I'm saying, like what that shit is, the white boys came up with the BMX bikes and, you know, skateboarding, and you know, this stuff people get millions of dollars off now.
BMX was huge.
That started off, you know, with nothing. Hip hop itself, you know what I'm saying, started out as something people did, you know, they paid to do it.
Yep.
That's why when you starting out, you paying to do this shit. It's a passion driven industry. It ain't no, you can't get a degree. Well, you might can these days, you know what I'm saying, but you can't get a degree in hip hop.
That's rare. It's a passion industry.
You can't go get a degree in singing, you know what I'm saying. Well, you could go to you know, performing arts schools and stuff like that when it comes to vocal, you know, that type of thing. But hip hop was something that was made out of necessity. Niggas needed to get out of the streets. Niggas needed to get out of, you know what I'm saying, gambling shacks and whatever it was they had going on back then. And they changed their situation, bro. So like, salute to anybody, you know, that's fucking with the gaming industry and this and that, dog, because that's like, I only highlighted that. They had a few of them that popped up, but I only highlighted that, dog, because like I compare that to hip hop and the media world of today, because like things evolve faster now. It's more and more moving parts coming in. You feel what I'm saying? Like they used to have like two types of female rapper. You feel what I'm saying? They had MC Light, well, I say three: MC Light, Queen Latifah type, and then they had like your Foxes and Kims. You know what I'm saying? The chicks that get a little bit more grimy with it, right?
Yeah.
But now look at how that's opening up, and shout out to the ladies, because like even I give them a hard time because of some of the content, right?
Because they're making music to make money.
They're making music to make money, but salute to them.
Yeah.
Because they're making music to get money.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of other shit they could be doing.
That's a fact, Millz.
Rather than talking about it. You follow what I'm saying? So like you gotta salute them at the same time, because like it be a means to an end sometimes with grimy shit. Like, you know, some of us then so fucking cracked.
We done, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like to get from one point to the next. You know what I'm saying? So
man, yes.
In one hand we can't tell them, well, damn, you know, that's a little too much, but a nigga talking about, you know, murking a nigga every 10 seconds, that ain't considered too much at some point.
It's all the same. It's all the same to me.
It's all the same. So like, salute to the ladies on that, bro. With that,
and then we gotta talk about we come from situations, most of us, where we don't have no type of foundation.
Thanks.
I am the foundation. Like there's nobody I'm calling to be like, yo, shit's fucked up, yo. Like I am him. Like it's nobody to call. So I don't like also when people act like money ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. Cause no, stop saying that. As you reach your
hand,
can't
do nothing without money. Right.
Yeah, like it's all the price. And it's like, and like say you shouldn't do this for money. It's like last time I checked, bro, after you say that, you ask for money. You know, I struggle with that. Like I don't.
Oh, you got something you trying to sell me?
You're trying to sell something.
Facts.
It's hypocrisy, man. It's all everybody's trying to get paid. It's just the truth.
With that being, with it's rap on its way out, though. Like have we, like as a society, like have we let this shit go so far to where it's like, because I tell this to anybody who like dealer dudes will tell you quick, because I'm really living like that. Yeah. I'm like, well, stop rapping for a little while then.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't have no, you can't come get no studio time, none of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the middle of that shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm transitioning out. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely. I get what you're saying.
I don't want to get caught off into that shit. And I really don't want to see it happen to you.
That's a fact.
But the hotter you get and you still got all this going on.
Yeah.
You steady posting this and that, and this, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that around me, dog. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
I don't think rap going nowhere. I think all things will change and evolve over time. I think that's how I go. I think there is people who love great music. That's gonna always be. We still love music, and it's just not a lot of that being marketed. It's just that's another thing I want to talk about. Place the blame where the blame needs to be placed. Let's stop saying talking to the artists. Right. This music is not even owned by Black people. There are artists making the songs people want to hear. They just ain't getting the marketing that the other music get, which means it's the white people who are controlling music. So stop blaming it on Black people.
Right.
The white people own the music.
So like you saying, for every one negative, you know what I'm saying, influence, there's one or two positive right there, you know what I'm saying, waiting on their break or steady investing in themselves, pushing, you know what I'm saying, so on and so on.
Man, I sit around some artists, like when I was in Africa, I was around the artist Sonny Patterson, man. And
That's what I forgot to ask you about. I'm glad you went back to that.
Man, I was in a car with her, man, and she was riding. It was a long ride, and she played a song for me, and I was like, shit, man, that was, it was that good.
She was a singer or a rapper?
Sonny's a poet, but she rapped, she was with 2 Chainz for a while, but but anyway, the song just was so good, it just was like, damn. And some of the greatest music never gets
heard, right?
Yeah, because it's the marketing of music. It ain't that Black people just so chaotic, it's that the music, the white people funding is the chaos.
Yeah, to funnel us to jail.
Yeah, man, we don't own the music.
Hey, bro, older people used to tell me certain stuff, though, like, because I got a lot of older partners, right?
Yeah.
And they'll tell me certain stuff. Like, man, you need to stop listening to that shit. What you talking about? Like, man, listen to what I'm listening to. Yeah. What I'm listening to about to lead me to a woman. What you listening to about to lead you to jail. I'm like, what you talking about? He like, man, what you put in, go spew out. Like, that's what's gonna come out. You started putting this shit in your brain, in your mind, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, that's just where I was in life at that time, and I was comfortable with it. Not to say that I don't still listen to rap and shit like that, but a lot of the shit I listen to be for these purposes now. Yeah. I still got the rap. I still like to listen to Nas. I still like to listen to, you know what I'm saying, certain different type of rap. I fuck with Jay, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Jeezy, but like I was disappointed in Jeezy's last project. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like he done grown too much in life to still be talking about certain shit.
But I
don't even fit. Like, I can't picture Jeezy selling dope no more. I used to could picture that.
You know something though, I think.
And no disrespect to Jeezy, that's one of my favorites, dog. Like, that's
But I think a part of that's still there. I think like I have the time I'm living my life pretty civilized, but like when I'm
see, your old way is still in there somewhere. Huh?
Man, what? Like, man, I'm in the gym. I was playing this morning for Nipsey's sake. I could give a fuck where you niggas from. I could give a fuck what you niggas done.
Right.
Before you run your mouth, you go get a gun.
Right.
You slumped on the ground. That's a hit and run. I was like, and for me, I channeled it differently. I use it in a workout or some shit, but I get in the vibes, and it's you still got that side of it. I don't think he necessarily glorifying it. Like Jeezy, I'm speaking on.
Right.
But I think we still ambitious, and we still a part of ambition and hunger to me is grit, and it's like. It's grit, and it's like it's tamed aggression. I think it's still there. It's tamed aggression.
But the only thing I mean by what I'm saying is, like, I'm a Jeezy fan, right?
Me too. That's probably why I'm defending him too.
I'm a street nigga, and I defended him to somebody else because they wasn't of us. You feel what I'm saying? So I defended him when me and my other partner, I'm gonna call him my other partner. Was kind of discussing some music and stuff like that, and we were talking about the older cats that've been dropping shit lately, which is some hard shit. Like the album was hard, but
what he said though, Millz, what he say that what was the line?
It's not a particular line. It's just all right. Remember when Jigga came with change clothes and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
People was resistant to it for a while.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Yeah.
But they grew into it.
Yeah.
He put the example out there.
Yeah.
He kind of went against himself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And did that because he understood who he was in the culture. Jeezy, our down south G. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at him.
That's one of my favorite artists of all time.
One of my I'm talking about the only two dudes I ever went seen in concert, and they was together. You know what I'm saying? Him and G in the dome. Well,
that's why I was at
you
that.
Feel what I'm saying? I was there.
That's why I connect with you, because Jeezy and I one of my partners called me like 2 nights ago. My partner Zella, matter of fact, he was saying, man, we was talking about Jeezy. He said, man, Jeezy one of your favorite rappers ever, huh? I said, yeah, ever.
My favorite track off the new shit was that No Complaining. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the one where he talking about he ain't doing no complaining because he done came a long way.
I ain't doing no complaining.
You feel what I'm saying? I done came a long way from back when we was hanging. You feel what I'm saying? So I caught it on that one, but then he got some ones where you still talking about. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even want to do it.
I gotta go back and play and hear what
man, go like play it, dog. He got a song on that bitch called "Oh Yeah," that and it go hard. But he talking about why he got a gun on him. Why he got? But you Jeezy, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? And we know you're a real one. But at the same time, like imagine a nigga who ain't been listening to Jeezy since the beginning. Imagine the little nigga who just checked him out for the first time today. Like, damn,
I just think
OG it's still like, up. You feel what I'm saying?
It gotta be though. It gotta be because because at some point it may call for it. I ain't saying you gotta be. I ain't saying you gotta be out there like trying to like look for altercations. Right. I am saying, man, the world is militant. Man, we gotta stop. This is not kumbaya, man. This is
shit. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe I'm misinterpreting, you know, the full narrative of the
I gotta album. Hear it. I gotta go
you
back.
You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I just was expecting, you know, I just expected more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I expected.
I gotta go here for
maybe I was too critical.
Yeah, because I think
of them. You feel what I'm saying? Because I got what you call street PTSD, dog.
Yeah.
Like real shit. Like
me
and a person being a regular conversation, they could say the wrong, like just one slight thing the wrong, and we fucked up with each other.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to take this shit and go, you know what I'm saying, a totally different route with it because it took me back to a certain situation. It took me back to a certain time. So I get it. It never really leave you. But what I come on here and present, that's got to be the better me. That's got to be the growth of me, even if it was just a little bit.
I agree with you.
That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not saying he's still one of my favorite. I still got the bitch in my playlist. Yeah. I'm just saying, like as far as what I was looking for from it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe like and people do this. I'm gonna say this live right now. People do this, and I'm guilty of this. Like we subject people to where we are. Like I can't subject Paco to the level of thinking or how I'm feeling or what I'm going through. I can't subject you to that. So maybe that's what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? And in all fairness, that could be what I'm doing, but that's just the feeling I got from it.
I guess I saw him grow so much, and and it's more so toward people who kind of try to make it like, oh, they need to stop all that. And I think, hold on, we don't need to pretend. We do need to chill out a lot, and a lot of stuff that happen don't be worthy, don't be worth what people do. For like a lot of reasons that it's unwarranted. But I think I struggle when people like sit up there and play like man, y'all need to just be listen, if you in school, right, and a bully come and tell you something, you tell them just leave me alone. It's ineffective. Life is militant. It has to be you have to say
you gotta punch the bully in the nose.
You have to know. He has to know because that's the world we live in. So I just don't like when the whole conversation come up about black people and the music. I'm like, no, aggression ain't a bad thing. I think we need a lot of causes are not worth aggression. We do got that bad. But we don't need to make a whole bunch of songs about life and happy times and kindness because that's not life.
Nah, brother, I wasn't saying that at all.
No, you're not saying it at all. I'm saying people keep saying they keep acting like it's something that ain't. That's not life. That's not your life. That's not my life.
Yeah, rap music ain't about smiling.
No, man,
it's about
life,
struggle.
Man. Life is a warrior sport, man. This is take all. This is winner take all.
Say that again. You say keeps. Life is a warrior sport.
Yeah, man. This is people playing for keeps, man. They're trying to take what you got. You see gentrification, man. This is a warrior sport. It's a game of fight. It's a fight for resources.
So, what's your advice? Because I feel like in some cases the streets then got brought too far into certain people's music and it didn't cost them big.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like possibly not, because they got some cases where it's just music, right?
Yeah.
But then they got other cases where it's like these people got wiretaps and snitches and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? That's corroborating some of this shit.
Yeah.
What's your advice for that? Like what we do with that?
I like that, man.
That's what I'm here for, brother. We here.
You know what, man? I often think, man, like, you know, like when people talk about the streets, I think getting some money and taking advantage of opportunity, whether you hustle, that's cool. But as far as labeling yourself a street nigga, I think that's why I struggle. Because I think if the mindset is we trying to come and get up and obtain XYZ, so we can do XYZ, we can do other things, and we can use our money and create something from it. But to just call yourself a street nigga, that's when it get kind of stupid.
Right.
Like, what that mean? You want to go to jail? Like, are you looking at? If you try to fight for the money, the power, and the resources, I say that's a good thing. But it don't have to be through those methods because everybody's trying to get some money.
Everybody.
You just need to do it and stop trying to be street. Get the money from whatever you're doing, do something with it and be smart about it. But when they call themselves street, sometimes you kind of just, you trying to keep it so quote unquote real, you keeping it stupid.
You're keeping it too real. Keeping it real goes wrong. What they said, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, like you want to crash out for it.
You run into them type, and that's another thing I want to get to, right?
Yeah.
Social media then made it to where crashing out seems more appealing to these youngsters than just coasting it or just, you know, taking time to figure it out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because, hey, man, you crash out. You know what I'm saying? You be insta famous for a little minute while you're running. Then if they do grab you or whatever, you go in jail, get your hands on the phone or something like that. You right back popping, you know, because like you say, it's not really about the money when it comes to the famous part of it. You feel what I'm saying? When I was young, though, I used to think that everybody was famous had money.
That's true. Me too.
You feel me?
Me too.
Man, the first time, and I ain't gonna expose this person, dog, but the first time I ran into a famous person and realized they was broke, I was like, damn.
I had the same experience. This
motherfucker broke.
I had the same experience.
You feel what I'm saying? And I was I was what I took to for what I know now as a real grown up now. I was at the time broke, but I had money. Like, you know, I had about 40,000-50,000 to, you know what I'm saying, to my name at that time. So to me, I'm way up on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But in the real world now, like, you know what the nigga got going on, that's you really in the hole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, no, you know, the top 1%, to be in the top 1% only take like $200,000 in where we stay.
U.S.
No, not in the U.S., but here.
Yeah, I can believe that.
It varies different places. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, to be in the top 1% in New York, you gotta be like 700,000 up or some shit like that.
Yeah, I can believe that.
You know what I'm saying? It might even be a couple. I might be off with them. It might be even a couple million in Cali and New York. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I was just breaking that down to say that's not a lot of money.
Man, now the average household I was reading make like 80,000. So I was like, God damn, it's just like that's a household.
That's a whole household.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? And you know how people living right now. So that might not even be accurate.
That's true. That's true. And that's why I say, man, it's about resources, man. It's like without money matters because it's going to decide where your kids go to school. Are they going to be safe? It's going to decide a lot of things. So that's why I think it's all about resources. I think for whatever reason, you know,
that's what makes it so easy for people to sell out.
And I think like this. I think when people call themselves street, they think short term. I think it's just about how far you think, how far you think you can go. If you're thinking about the next 2 weeks, then you ain't thinking very much. Your shit is very short sighted. So the vision of like time and how you see it, I think that's what creates smart or kind of somebody who just do something quick to get somewhere. But if you think like, well, I'm gonna be in the next 5 years, you probably you got a longer plan. It's going to you're not gonna see nothing from it. It's a delayed thing, but you get somewhere in some time. But when you street, you just do shit like to hit a lick now, and it's like no peace of mind. What might happen?
Say it, bro. Living at the pace I'm living at now, for I would say until a couple months ago, really, I wasn't cool. Like I went through some shit in July, though, that like, nigga, I'm talking about I could have, man, I could have really crashed out. You feel what I'm saying? But that was that final thing that showed me, like, dog, listen, you gotta think way further ahead than even just a couple years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be really prepared for this shit because these things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
When you go coming into money and shit like that, they got people trying to get that shit.
Man, that's real.
Period. They got people that go help you get it to take it from.
People
you feel me?
Never see them do it. Like, why?
Man, I'm talking about some shit that you really never. You couldn't have paid me to tell me that the person that did their deals, like you couldn't have paid me to know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That type of shit. I'm like, so that's what it is. But that was that last straw that was like, man, look, are you gonna be patient for real, or you just gonna say this shit? Is you really in the long haul for this shit, or is you really, you know what I'm saying, just talking? So since then, I've been more locked back in on the plan and not just moving. Maybe that needed to happen to slow me down to get me back all the way focused like I need to be. You feel what I'm saying? I almost lost my train of thought, but I wanted to say this. Like, I think it make it a whole lot easier for people, and they set it up like that, even locally, right? They go, something that they know could just be done. They go try to make it that much harder for you, so you need them. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't need them, they can't really eat.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? I was explaining to somebody the other day, like all the big wigs of the entertainment industry is people who can't even snap their fingers to a beat.
Yeah. It's true. That's true.
But that's who control the shit because they got the money.
Yep.
That somebody else trusted them with because they had a good plan. Like, you know, just keep it real. If we would have all just stayed focused on the chitlin circuit wouldn't be called the chitlin circuit.
That make a lot of sense.
It would be whatever, you know, what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. You follow me? All those venues would be bigger. They would have been able to expand. They would have been, you know what I'm saying? But we grind hard to get to what they got going on.
That's always the case. That's true.
Same thing we did, just societal. Like, you know what I'm saying? With integration and all that. Not to say that everything and everybody shouldn't be equal, but we could have stayed separate and still been equal at that time. We had banks, we had grocery stores, we had doctors, we had, you know, dentist offices and all that in hoods, in neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't good enough for us. It wasn't shiny enough. It wasn't, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wasn't in on that part. I mean, I've been in on this, the genocide part of it.
Nah, that's real though.
You feel what I'm saying? Like we all carry a cross in this shit.
And that's why I like that conversation, man. I think, and that's why issue when you talk about rappers, my first issue with it, you don't call out the person who is actually controlling things. That's one.
Yeah, I mean they got the food.
Yeah, they got the resources to do it, so they control the music you get. Number two, you have no strategy, no plan to change anything. Number three,
unity.
None. And the third one is the music is exactly the same as it was prior to the conversation.
Right.
And a year from now, it's going to be exactly the same as it was prior to the conversation. Because, number one, the white people own the music.
Right.
You don't own it.
You go right back to that.
They control it. It's money and power, and that's just how life gonna work until you adapt, understand it as the game. And money, power, you got a voice. It's influence. It's how can you have more influence? And
I used to ask myself, like, man, why certain people don't just take all their money and turn it back into this, that, and that? And then now I see, like, now that we done got to this social media age, you could see what those dudes go through once them people, like I say, once you get some money, now they come and get it. And you can see the shit that they doing to these dudes and some women and everything to get their money back out of them, or to break them back down, or to, you feel what I'm saying, though? And that shit crazy, like,
you see it.
And that's why, like, you know what I'm saying, like Bill Cosby, like this one and that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you be like, damn,
power is, yeah,
you know,
see how,
and no disrespect to no victim or no, you know what I'm saying, alleged victims or nothing like that, because whatever happened. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just my opinion. If something happened in 78, why you didn't say something in 78?
Because of the money and the power, probably.
At least that year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think, well, I agree with you.
Like I say, no disrespect to nobody, because we really don't know what went down, how it went down. You know
the only other side of it is just capitalism, though, which means if I'm up and you live how you live because of me,
right?
Good luck. When I say go, because I'm in the shit, and that's why it goes back to resources. You don't have the resources to talk, so money gonna move things.
So then once that relationship is severed, and once life go to life, and now this is an opportune time to capitalize on this mishap, or this unfortunate situation. You know, I won't call it a mishap. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know,
that's true. But the other side of it is, you couldn't afford to say nothing. It's like if you got a boss who pay you a number that's nice, but he talked to you crazy. What you gonna say? He tell you shut the fuck up. What you gonna say? It just, you gonna walk. If your life depended, if your situation depends on it.
I don't know. That's been a hard one for me, because I didn't.
And me and you may be different, but I'm saying for most people, for most people,
I understand what you're saying with you.
If they got mortgages and car payments that need to be paid by that man, which you don't. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's about having resources to at least have peace of mind, and that's what we don't come up having. So we do things to get money. They take deals. We don't own the music. We don't have structure. We don't have nobody to educate us on how to move about things. So we just end up doing stuff to get ahead. And who you gonna fault for that? We don't have the education coming up to have somebody who done planning for us, who thought for us.
Right.
I mean, unless you can't have two parents, which I don't know how many people I know who had that, who really was, in the house with them.
Yeah, I had two parents in the household. It made a real big difference in a sense of like morals. You feel what I'm saying? Because like your mama go 9 times out of 10 verbalize it.
Yeah.
Your daddy 9 times out of 10 go enforce it.
Implement that. Yeah, hell yeah.
Or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Because my mama was, she was a hands-on type of female. You feel what I'm saying? Salute to moms. Moms was a motherfucker, though, like when it came to disciplining. A beautiful person, though, I'm talking about, like, you couldn't, in my opinion, bro, you couldn't ask for a better mother, a better person. Like, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, they got a lot of people, that attest to what I'm telling you, bro. It's like one of the dopest, coolest, realest people I ever met in my life. And she really rooted in God. And that's another thing that I got from my 2-parent household. I got God. I had God in my household. So I was always, and I grew up in a Baptist church setting, You feel what I'm saying? But that introduced me to God,
Yeah.
to the Most High.
Yeah.
When I became a old enough person to think and understand and move for myself, you know what I'm saying? I just pulled closer to God more so than church itself.
Yeah. I guess
If that makes sense, you
it
follow me?
does.
So that's the difference that makes. Now, however, I think it's more so where you grow up in the actual situation of your upbringing.
I agree with that.
They got some people who grew up with a single mother or a single father, but they grew up, you know what I'm saying, in a nice situation, and you know what I'm saying, life was pretty normal for them. You dig what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
people that like myself had two parents, good people, both God fearing people, hardworking. My dad ran a company, you know what I'm saying, and owned his own shit. My mama worked for the hospitals for a long time doing accounting and billings work, you know what I'm saying, and then ended up going to do work for my people, and she still do accounting and billings work today.
Yeah.
But however, I lived in Bunch Village on Wilson Street.
Yeah.
That's why I'm Wilson Mills. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the government name I was given. That's
Yeah.
some shit I went earned in the streets. You follow what I'm
I
saying?
do. I do.
Those neighbors, you know, they got gangster shit going on over there. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
My partner growing up across the street with a single mother, you know what I'm saying? He the man in his house, and we babies.
Man,
You
that's a
follow
fact.
what I'm saying?
I
Like
do.
you know, my partner and them stay directly across the street from me. Like they from Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? Turned they they fucking with my big brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I gotta go. I gotta hit out at 45 minutes. I'm letting you know.
okay, no, it's all good. What time
Yeah.
we at? I know we went a little bit over, but
10:39.
I'm saying all that to say though, like it's a placism thing, bro. It's where we place our kids. Like where I'm living at now, it's a huge difference from where I was living at. You know what I'm saying? When my dad was 38. Now to flip that coin, when my dad was 38, my dad was, you know, a millionaire. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it's big.
we had means, we had things, but we was in the shit, like we was in the hood. Like the first home I grew up in was a trailer. We was like 10 deep,
Yeah.
drug infested block. You know what I'm saying? My folks going off to work. I'm in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't out there dealing drugs and selling drugs as a kid or no shit like that. But we got off into a lot of shit. I'm bringing weed to school. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of people who I'm about to make my little, you know what I'm saying, shoe money off or whatever. I wasn't really equated to hustling yet because I was stealing shit from my brother and I'm just making me a couple of dollars off of it, me and my partners. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? But these are things I'm exposed to because of where we at.
Yeah.
Now imagine if we live in a neighborhood, we don't have no access to this type of shit.
Right. That is real.
You got a totally different story. And that nigga all the way focused on sports. My brother Mike, he was one of the coldest to ever touch a football dog in our area. But he got kicked out of school, you know what I'm saying, trying to do his thing. You follow what I'm saying? Imagine if the drugs not in that picture. Now you just got a all-state fucking quarterback committed to Auburn. You know what I'm saying? And God knows where this goes at. But at the same time, the Most High place you in situation and places to be maybe the example of, you know what I'm saying, what could be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
I get what you're saying. I think, and I think, which man, that's a real story you share about your family, man. I think.
no, that's some real shit too.
And I think, man, ideally, I think everybody should have their parents, man. That would be the best. But I just think, because of that, and you having them, that's what made you a part of who you are now. Who got a lot of substance and can give like God a lot of. You've learned a lot. You got a lot of lessons and wisdom to share. I think.
Right.
I think where we live, as you were saying, I read this before, and it's the amount of money you make in your lifetime is generally the biggest indicator of what you would make is the zip code you were born in. You would not believe that.
Fuck out of here.
No, that's a fact. And the reason being is because we tend to be most like the people in our immediate circle.
Correct.
When we take on their habits, we become like them. Our standards are kind of
learning behavior.
Yeah, so we kind of keep on track with them. When they get if a Marrow is a good car, we all kind of ride Marrow. Like we all push for, whatever that might be.
Right.
So we keep up with that. So I think that's why resources are important because you could put your kids in different situations in different neighborhoods around different kids, you know,
Right.
different things, different habits, different ways of coming up and whatnot. So that's, you know, it's all back to finding a way to best to be resourceful and to be more, man, than just a fucking street nigga. Like, just
Right.
get money. That's dope, dog. I like that, right? I cover like all my family. We the same, dog. It's all the same. I just wouldn't look at myself through no lenses besides what lenses get us the outcome we want. I'm gonna define myself on whatever man that's gonna get the outcome at the end of this. When it's all done, the outcome I'm gonna get. If the outcome is I'm gonna do that in 8 years, I had a great run, but I'm fucked up at the end, and it's like that.
Right.
That wasn't. That we call it street nigga. That shit's stupid.
See, bro, the dumbest shit I ever did in my life, bro, was make enough money to earn the nickname Million and not have it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool that I had those memories. It's cool that I was able to be there for, you know, my people and my partners and shit like that at times where shit was real. You know what I'm saying? It's even cool to be able to say that you did certain shit that the average person probably don't even have the guts to do.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it ain't cool to not have shit to show for that.
Man, I agree.
You feel me? And the average nigga ain't gonna get on here and say that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, everybody's story is they came in the game balling and left out the game balling. And it don't really just go like that. You feel what I'm saying? I got put in a situation, I'm about to let you go too. I got put in a situation, it was like, okay, you kind of dodged the real bullet, but these people on your fucking trail. You feel what I'm saying? You can keep going, but who knows what's around that next corner? You feel what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
So I told the Most High, look, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Came out of a few bruises. I ain't gonna lie. Got some shit that we going through. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Big Bean. You know what I'm saying? But man, looking back on it, like you say, was it worth it? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you go now.
And we need that type of testimony because I be saying, I be thinking, all of the hustle is right. That's the right thing. It's how we define it.
Right.
It's how we define it. We embracing the means to get. We embracing how we got it, not the fact that we got it and we got opportunity to do whatever we might can do from there. I just think about that's how I just see it. I'd be like, that we saw it more that way. Like, instead of calling yourself a street nigga, do whatever outfit you need to wear to get the next lick. Like, stop.
You say, well, whatever outfit you got to wear.
Whatever it is. I'll wear tuxedo if it's the next play.
Thanks. What you got going on, bro? What's next for Paco, man? What the people got to look forward to for Paco, man?
Hey, man, I'm working. I'm going to be in the studio today, man. I'm going to spend some time there. I got a session later, so I'm trying to finish the project up tonight and have it out January. So that I kind of got most of it done. I'm going to listen in tonight. I'm going to do one more song and you have a project January. I ain't titled it yet.
A project dropping in January?
Yeah, I'm gonna have some drop in January for sure. Yeah.
For sure. So we'll be looking forward to that, and we're gonna hold you to that, though.
Yeah, hold me to that. I need that.
That's the homie time for the day, dog. I appreciate you coming through and chopping it up with me, bro. It was a great conversation, dog. We always, had a quick little text message conversation back and forth, bro. But I've been dying to get you on the platform, bro. I look forward to doing more work with you, fam.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm gonna get you and Otis together, and soon the Big Beans touch back down, bro. We're gonna get together and get some work in.
Let's do it, man. I appreciate it, man. I had fun too, man. It was dope. Man. I enjoyed it.
Man, hey, bro. Like I said, bro, it's your platform, dog. Whenever you need it, you just holler, brother.
I appreciate you, man. From the time we met, man, I was like, okay, this man really took to me off of the music, and like I said, one thing I would say, man, I love music. That was my thing. So when I work on it, I put the music at a priority. So that's what I want to say. Yeah.
Keep the music first, dog. Keep it coming, brother. Salute to you, dog.
Later, brother.
All right, fam.
All right.
Paco Troxclair, man, real cool cat, bro. I like working with him, dog. We always chop it up. to run it, but to get some substantial conversation. And I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation today. I hope y'all got something from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm Wilson Millz, Breast Million Views Podcast presents Conversations with Millz. Thank y'all for tapping in, dog. I'm out this thing.